Mass Effect is a universally loved game. No one's gonna argue with that. But is it as good as we remember it? It could be that the story is colored gold by our nostalgia, and that's what I want to take a look at today. By applying Joseph Campbell's hero's journey to the story of Commander Shepard in Mass Effect 1, we can dissect whether the game lives up to its heroic tale, or if we've exaggerated its merits through the lens of fond memories. In Campbell's framework, the ordinary world is where the hero begins their journey. This is where we show their normal life before all hell breaks loose. Shepard starts Mass Effect 1 as a Spectre candidate, a human with potential for greatness, but still very much part of a structured bureaucratic military system. As an experienced soldier, Shepard's life in the military before becoming a Spectre isn't exactly mundane, but it is a world of order, duty, and regulation, an ordinary world for a seasoned soldier. However, the step is somewhat subverted in Mass Effect because Shepard is not an ordinary individual. He is someone who is already on the cusp of greatness. The game hints at their importance through interactions with other characters, but it's clear that their story will take them far beyond what we initially expect. The player is made aware of Shepard's potential through cutscenes, dialogue, and the reputation within the military, all hinting at a much larger universe-changing journey. The game chooses to already make Shepard accomplished to help set the foundations for the magnitude of the challenges he is about to face. The call to adventure is the event that disrupts the hero's ordinary world and pushes them toward their adventure. Shepard's call comes in the form of the discovery of the rogue Spectre Saren Arteris and the attack on the human colony of Eden Prime. The galaxy is under threat, the stakes couldn't be higher, this sets the stage to push Shepard out the door, but not yet. In Mass Effect, the call to adventure is a quick and decisive moment, mirroring the mindset of an experienced field commander. The player knows what they need to do and is ready to get going, but the game hits the brakes here to set up some needed context for the universe you are about to save. Many heroes experience doubt or hesitation when they first receive their call to adventure, but Shepard does not fall into this category. There is no strict refusal of the call per Campbell's journey. Rather, Shepard dives headfirst into the journey. While this could be seen as a flaw in the narrative, since some degree of internal conflict is usually helpful for a story, it works here because the urgency of the situation leaves little room for hesitation. The immediacy of the threat posed by Saren forces Shepard to act quickly, and the player feels this rush. But this doesn't constitute a breakdown in the hero's journey. The game actually does provide a refusal of the call, but they do it through the council because Shepard is a willing hero. With a willing hero, it is important to provide as many roadblocks as possible to where our hero could give up his burden or pass it to someone else, but he chooses to keep it anyway. This is provided perfectly through the Citadel Council bureaucracy and sets up the need for a mentor to help Shepard break through that bureaucracy and actually get out the door. In the next step, the hero typically meets a wise mentor who offers guidance. For Shepard, this figure comes in the form of Captain Anderson. Anderson serves as Shepard's mentor, providing wisdom, background on Saren, and the tools necessary for the mission. Though not as overtly mystical as a traditional mentor like Gandalf, Anderson provides essential guidance to Shepard. Within Anderson's role as a mentor, he becomes the driving force that gets Shepard appointed as a Spectre, enabling Shepard's journey to truly begin. Their relationship is established through conversation and cutscenes where Anderson offers Shepard advice and support. However, Shepard's mentorship is a bit unique in that it is not just one person who guides them, but a series of characters such as Tali, Garrus, and Liara, who all offer insights that help Shepard grow. The game makes this clear through their interactions, as each companion contributes a unique perspective on the mission and Shepard's character arc. This diverse mentorship is vital to Shepard's growth throughout the game. The crossing of the threshold marks the hero's entry into the unknown. For Shepard, this moment occurs when they first leave the Citadel and venture into uncharted space to pursue Saren and investigate the growing Reaper threat. The threshold is marked by the sense that the stakes are now higher and that there's no going back. This is illustrated in both the gameplay and narrative as Shepard ventures into unfamiliar systems, dealing with alien factions and political intrigue. The galaxy itself becomes a complex web of alliances, distrust, and danger, and Shepard's journey takes them far beyond the military life they once knew. The game emphasizes this transition through cutscenes showing Shepard and the crew navigating the galaxy, as well as through the player's own exploitation of space, encountering new species and making choices that affect the wider universe, but none more so than giving the player the Normandy to navigate through the galaxy. Unlocking the Normandy at this pivotal point in the beginning of the game was an absolutely brilliant move. It gives the player a sense of ownership over their story and acts as a shining example of how to adapt story elements to the unlocking of game mechanics. The next stage involves the hero facing challenges and encountering allies and enemies. Shepard's journey is filled with both, as they battle against Saren's forces and gather a diverse group of companions. Shepard's companions like Garrus, Tali, Rex become critical to their success, each contributing valuable skills and perspectives. The tests come in form of both physical battles and moral dilemmas. As Shepard pursues Saren, they must make difficult decisions, such as whether to trust or fight various factions. The game effectively conveys these trials through combat missions, dialogue choices, and moral decision making. The morally ambiguous situations that the game provides for the player to experience through Shepard not only develops the character within the game, but also gives the player continued control over the storyline as it develops throughout the game. The approach to the Inmost Cave is the hero's preparation for a major confrontation. In Mass Effect 1, this occurs when Shepard and their crew reach Virmire, where they uncover the Reaper plot and must decide how to proceed with the mission. This is a key turning point in the game as the stakes are raised and the team must prepare for the confrontation with Saren. This moment in the game is revealed through expositional dialogue, which isn't my favorite, but sometimes necessary evils happen. As Shepard's team members discuss the enormity of the situation and their uncertainty about what lies ahead, the game emphasizes the importance of this stage through intense build-up, with the looming threat of the Reapers and the personal stakes involved in the mission. In the ordeal step of the hero's journey, the hero faces a critical challenge, one that tests their strength, resolve, and moral compass. For Commander Shepard, this moment occurs on Virmire, when he must make a heart-wrenching decision of which of their crewmates to save. The choices are brutal, one of two beloved companions, Kaidan Alenko or Ashley Williams. We all know you chose to save Ashley. Kaidan Alenko must be left behind to die in a suicide mission to disable Saren's forces. This dilemma tests Shepard not only as a leader but also as a person, weighing loyalty to their crew versus the larger mission at hand. The game does a masterful job at both presenting and building up to this moment within the game. They use a combination of gameplay, score, cinematics, and most importantly the emotional reaction of your companions to really sell the weight of this to you, the player. Each choice has a lasting consequence, influencing the relationships Shepard builds throughout the story and the future of their crew. The ordeal is revealed to the player through both the narrative stakes of the mission and the emotional impact of the decision, reflecting how leadership can come at a personal cost. After the intense ordeal, Shepard's journey reflects on the discovery of the truth about the Protheans and the Reapers. This moment serves as the reward, where the hero uncovers the deep, unsettling knowledge that the Protheans, long thought to be the pinnacle of galactic civilization, were not destroyed by natural causes, but by the cyclical return of the Reapers. This revelation reshapes the entire galactic understanding of history, revealing that the Reapers have been destroying advanced civilizations every 50,000 years to prevent organic life from progressing too far. This truth is uncovered through the Prothean beacon found on Ilos, which provides critical insight into the Reapers' plan. The reward in Mass Effect is not a tangible object, but the knowledge of the truth. This shifts the story of the game from being focused on Shepard and his crew to a galaxy-spanning conflict. The game presents this information through cutscenes and conversations with key characters like Liara, who helps Shepard understand the importance of this ancient knowledge. The discovery sets the stage for the ultimate battle and prepares Shepard for the final confrontation. The road back is where the hero typically begins their journey back home, but in Shepard's case, it plays out a little differently. After learning the truth about the Reapers, Shepard races to stop Saren, only to realize that the Citadel is a trap. A massive Reaper vessel is hidden within the Citadel, and Saren is trying to bring it online and initiate the Reaper invasion. This moment is pivotal, as Shepard must not only confront Saren, but also try to stop the Reaper from being awakened. The road back becomes less about returning to the status quo and more about preventing the galaxy's total annihilation. The player experiences this realization through tense dialogue, urgency in the gameplay, and the mounting pressure to reach the Citadel before it's too late. Shepard's interaction with the Council, combined with the increasingly hostile environment within the Citadel, make it clear that the galaxy's fate hangs within the balance. Some people may disagree with me here in how I chose to break down the story of Shepard. This could be considered the ordeal, but if this is the ordeal, then the climax of the story to me would be Anderson being appointed to the Council, because if you appointed that other guy, you may be a sociopath. But all that being aside, I believe that Mass Effect in its core is a story based around Shepard, because that's your story, that's the player's story, right? So having the ordeal be you making the moral decisions on Virmire and then having the climax be the final battle of the Citadel fits more into the hero's journey and the overall arc, in my opinion. The resurrection is the climactic point of the hero's journey, where the hero faces their greatest test and is reborn in the process. This occurs in the final battle on the Citadel, where they must face off against Saren one last time and stop the Reaper from taking control. The stakes are immense at this point. Not only must Shepard stop the Reaper, but they also have to save the Citadel from destruction, ensuring the safety of the galaxy's leadership, the Council. This confrontation is both the ultimate test of Shepard's leadership skills within the story, but also your skills within the game. Everything you've done in the game and every decision you've made within the game come to this point, making it the climax of our story. This part of the story unfolds for us through intense combat, dialogue choices, and the player's emotional investment in Shepard's crew and the galaxy at large. This battle represents the culmination of everything Shepard has learned throughout the game, proving their growth and readiness to face even greater challenges in the future. After the victorious battle on the Citadel, Shepard's journey draws down with their return to military life, yet nothing is quite the same. Shepard's return with the elixir sees him returning to his mundane life as a soldier, but this time he's completely changed and a Spectre within a brand new galaxy with a brand new government structure. Humanity now has a representative on the Council, marking a turning point in the galaxy's political landscape. This moment symbolizes the changes Shepard has brought about. They have altered the course of galactic history, ensuring humanity's place among the galaxy's powers. While Shepard's return to their Spectre duties signify that their mission isn't over, the game ends with a sense of accomplishment as the player has guided Shepard to a new position of influence and power. The elixir that Shepard brings is the knowledge of the Reapers and the shift in galactic politics, with humanity now in a stronger position. This final moment is revealed through cutscenes and dialogue with the Council, showing how Shepard's actions have reshaped the political and military structure of the galaxy. The ending also hints at the larger threat still to come, setting the stage for the challenges Shepard will face in future installments, Mass Effect 2. While Mass Effect may not follow every step of the hero's journey to the letter, it succeeds in weaving a complex emotional narrative that emphasizes choice, sacrifice, and the importance of leadership in the face of overwhelming odds. Looking back, the game still holds up as a captivating hero's tale, though it's clear that nostalgia plays a significant role in how we remember its impact. While some might argue that Mass Effect is more polished in our memories than it is in execution, its strength lies in the way it makes players feel the weight of each choice they make while playing the game. Shepard's journey remains one of the most memorable and well-crafted in video game history, an adventure that continues to resonate with fans because it combines deep storytelling with a compelling, player-driven narrative. Ultimately, Mass Effect proves to be more than just a great game. It's a modern myth, a hero's journey that will continue to inspire reflection for years to come. Player-driven game.